Hello, this is Faith and her Crafty Ideas. Welcome back. It's been a long time since I've talked to you. Today is February the 1st, and I hope you had a wonderful new year and a great January. And if you're coming back to visit me, thank you so much for coming back. And if you're new here, welcome to my Floss Tube channel. I hope you'll find something that you enjoy. And if you are, I hope that you will click the like button, the thumbs up, and also the subscribe button, the bell, so that you'll know whenever there's another Floss Tube coming up and another video. And I hope you enjoy it. And I hope you like my introduction. Those are all the pieces that I have finished so far. And I'm tried to interchange them and add some new ones and change it in and out. And I appreciate so much those of you that watch me and those of you that tell me so. And in the comment section, I would really appreciate it if you leave a comment there for me and tell me so. And I like to share with you my crafts. My cross stitching is what I mainly do. I do a little bit of quilting and some sewing, and I do some card making. So really cross stitching and card making are probably my two main things. And so I hope you stick around and see what I have to share with you and a little bit of my life updates. So let's get started. My last video was way back in December, but there has a lot of water went under the bridge since then until now. So since December the 13th, which was my last one, we've had Christmas, and our two boys came home and we had Christmas with them, and we enjoyed that very much. And then at the beginning of January, my husband and I were allowed to take a trip to India, and we went to an orphanage there, and we spent approximately 2 weeks there, and got to spend it with some dear friends and some dear children. And while we were there, I taught English in a small traditional classroom setting, and he did a computer lab with them. We each had, we had a grand total of 12 students. That's what we worked with. That's what they wanted us to do. And I had 6 in the morning, and he had 6, and then we would switch them in the afternoon, and we worked with them on English grammar skills, as that's what we were told to work on. And so we did that, and it was a wonderful experience, wonderful experience. We loved them. We got close to our students, and we really got to do that. And then with all the other children there, you just can't help but love each one of them in their own special beauty and their own, you become a sister or a brother to every one of them. And while we were there, we also took them to the beach one day. We flew kites with them one day. We had like a banquet with them, and there's just different activities that we got to do with them. It was just a wonderful experience. So we came home around the 17th, probably through the whole thing. The worst thing was the jet lag. And so as we were coming home, I was thinking, now I need to do a video. I need to plan on doing a video as soon as I get home. Well, it took me a week to get over the jet lag. And then I came down with this nasty cold, so that held me off. So today was the first day that I've felt like doing anything since my cold, and you can still hear I'm congested. So hopefully I'll get through everything, and you can see my eye is still kind of swollen. I got a canker sore. So you have to take me as I am. But here we are. We're going to talk about what I've been doing. It's perfectly okay to be imperfect. So here I am in my imperfect ways, but it's perfectly okay. So the thing that most people do at the beginning of the year is they go through all their whips and everything they did in the year before. So I've got to stay up with them, and I have to do that too. So that's what I'm going to do today, is go through all of my whips that I completed in the year of 2022, and all of my whips that I'm going to be working on, and my plans. So, and if you think I have a lot, I don't. I've been watching other people, and I love to watch them. I love to. Some have 40, 50, and even more whips. And I'm thinking, how do you do it? But that's okay. If that's what they want to do, that's okay. That's them. I don't think I could do that. I don't think that's me. I think I have enough. I think I have 14 or 15. Well, right now, I'm going to show what I've got, and 14 or 15 is my max. And I don't think I could do much more than that. I think I'd feel overwhelmed. And, but, you know, some have them and some they don't touch in 1 year. And I don't think I could do that, but that's okay. That's okay. And some of them work on much bigger projects than I do. They do full coverage ones, and I don't do that. That's not my game either. And so I'm more smaller, simple projects that I like, that I enjoy. My taste is different than theirs, but I love to watch them. I love to watch other people's. I'd love to. So let's get started. What am I working on, and what do I plan to work on? And it's always interesting to look back on what you did. And one thing I do is I have a program that keeps track of every day that I work on things, how often I work on them, and so forth. And I'm not going to tell you all that, but I have a chart that tells me everything that I worked on last year and what I completed and what I finished, my finish date, and when I started and when I finished it, when I fully finished it, and all that. So that keeps me up to date. But anyways, here are the things that I either finished or fully finished last year. So these are the things that I worked on. Let's see how I have these. Okay. Okay. While in India, I worked on 2 things, and I got them finished. And so I didn't know if I'd get to work on anything a lot. You know, I didn't know what I'd get to do. But I got these 2 projects completely finished while I was in India. I got my home stitch home. Now, most of these I do not have a beginning picture. I just did not take pictures this last round. And so, but there's my home stitch home. So that is finished. Now I need to find something how I want to fully finish it. So that one is completely done. So I finished that while I was over there. What I would usually do is work maybe 5-10 minutes in the morning before we would leave from our apartment to go to the orphanage, and I could work then. And then in the evenings when we would come home, after I got ready for bed or something, I'd sit down and I'd work a few minutes. It was kind of my stress reliever, and I'd work 10-15 minutes, whatever. And while I was there, I was able to finish my temperature chart for 2022. It is completely finished. So there it is. There it is. Completely finished. Now I have to measure it and find me a frame or something that I'm going to put it in. So it'll go back on my wall with all my other ones. So there it is. So it is completely finished. So those I did while I was in India. So those are my 2 finishes for 2023, actually. So those are completely finished. So those are my first 2 finishes for 2023. All right. So here we go. These are the things that I worked on, and I either finished them or fully finished in last year. One of them was, I finished this. This is my Sal from 2021, and I probably won't be doing another one of these, but I have to find a frame for it. So that one, that's pretty. I loved it. I enjoyed doing it, but I probably won't do another one. So that one is finished. So I got that one done last year. Move my chair over here closer so I can lay my things on it. This one I fully finished last year, and this was my temperature chart from the year before. So if I didn't show it or if you didn't see it, that was my 2021 temperature chart. So that one's fully finished. So now I've got the 22 done, and I have to find a frame for it. So I really enjoyed doing that one too. That one I really enjoyed. So that one is fully finished. This one I finished and got it fully finished last year. It was my fruits and veggies. Now I have a friend that does a lot of my finishing for me, so I cannot take credit for my finishing. Her name is Beth. She does my finishing for me, and she does an awesome job. So that one was fully finished last year. That's number 3. Number 4, and I've had this one hanging up, is my January cottage. That one's fully finished, and I have it on a board. I have magnets on the back, so I can just stick it on the board, and then I can interchange it monthly. So there's my, and Beth finished this one for me also. So that was my number 4 finish. And my number 5 finish was my camper. And this stays in my camper. This one's a fully finished. Number 6 was my Halloween Sal. And I have this, I sit it whenever Halloween comes out. I have a clipboard that I have magnets on, and I can clip it to my clipboard and have it on an easel. So that's my Halloween one. That was a fun one to do. That was number 6, fully finished. Number 7 was Thankful. That was a simple one. Didn't take a whole lot to do that one. But we got that one fully finished. Number 8, which this one's going to go hang up today. I'm going to go put it out there today, is my February cottage. That one will get put up today. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with this all year or not, but I'm going to do all 12 of them. So there's my February cottage. And then on the same clipboard where my Halloween one is, when I'm done with my Halloween, I can put up my Christmas Sal. Stitch Along is what SAL stands for, Stitch Along. So I did this one. So I had this one up at Christmas. And the last one is not a complete finish, but I know how it's going to get finished. I can show you that. But it was called Stitches from the Heart. There it is. It's finished, that part. Then I'm going to have her use this pink polka dot, put it behind it, and we're going to put it on this heart board. So it's kind of hard to show you. Kind of that way, put it on there, and put it on this heart board, center it on there. So that's what I'm planning on doing with that. It may not be ready for this February, but it'll be ready for next February. So out of that, I have 10 finishes, 10 completed projects. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them are completely finished, and only 2 of them needs to be put into frames. So I think that's pretty good for 1 year. I think I did pretty good. And so I'll pat myself on the back for that. So now, in 2023, I already, like I showed you, I already have 2 finishes. They're not completely finished, but I have 2 finishes. And here is what I am working on. These are my whips for 2023. So let's make a little room over here to stack them up as I go through them. This is my oldest whip, Country Bloomers. And this is where I'm at. I am on Thursdays, and I've got Thursday's breeches done. I'm working on the, it's like a jug underneath it. A jug underneath it, and when I get that done, just a minute, let me do it this way. When I get the jug underneath it done, I can put the words up above it. So then I'll just have Friday and Saturday to go. So I think I'll get it done this year. And if it comes up on my whip go board, which I'll explain, talk about a little bit later, that'll give me 6 days to work on it. I think I can get a lot done in those 6 days when it comes up. I work on each project at least 2 days when it comes up on just my regular monthly rotation. So that's what that'll be. Okay, that's one. My second project, it's probably my second oldest one, is my John Deere. And I have so little left on this, so little, but it's the hardest part. It's down here in the grass. So I really just have the grass down here to finish in the front, up here in the front, right down in here. That's all I have left. So I don't have much left on this. Once or twice working on this, I'll have this one done. So this will be a finish this year. This one will be a finish, I'm pretty sure, this year. And next, after John Deere, I'm not going to bring the big thing up, but it's my praying hands. That will not be a finish this year, but because I have a long way to go on that. But it's a project that I'm working on. Let me get it out of the clear. There won't be such a glare. But I have a lot to do on that yet. And in fact, I'll be working on that today and tomorrow. So the next video, I'll show you my progress on that. So that's one of my whips that I'm working on. And another whip that I'm working on now is, which oh, that goes with this. Got myself all confused. Doesn't take much to get myself confused. Is my new temperature chart for 2023. And I thought I had a picture of what it's supposed to look like when it's done, and I cannot find it. I am so sorry. I will try to find a picture and print it off for you. I don't have a cover sheet. I thought I had one, but I don't have one. But this is what I have got started on, and I'm behind as usual. But here's the base of the tree. It's going to be a tree, and each branch will be a month. And then I will put leaves on it, and each of the leaf will be a day of the week. So, and what I'm going to do this year a little bit different is, like I'm going to work on one project for 2 days, and then I'm going to stick this in. I'm going to try to put this in a little bit more often, so maybe I won't get quite so far behind. But hopefully my next video, I will be able to show you some progress. See, I've already got my temperatures. I worked on my temperatures, so I have them ready to go. But I had a picture of it, and I don't know what I did with it. I will keep my eyes open. I don't know what I did with it. Something anyways. Okay, and I worked on this the last 2 evenings, and this will be a finish. Probably the next time I work on it. I've got a string hanging on it still because I was working on it last night. It's my Serendipity. It looks like this right here. And I am down to the last, well, I have a little bit of green to add to this, and then I'm on the last row. So that's where I'm at. I like that. It's just so simple. There's just something about it that I like. Without the wrinkles, of course. But I like that one. So that one, that'll be finished within the next time or two. That one will be finished. And this one will be finished within the next time or two because I want it done. It's my Bats and Booze for Halloween. It's not the best picture I have of it because it was a print off, and it looks like that when it gets done. And there's strings hanging on this one too. Let's see, which way do I want to do this? I think it goes this way. And all I really have left is a little bit of the black on this bat, and then all I have left is the white. And the white will take the longest. And this is one of my whip goes, which I'll talk about for February, and that means I'll work on it for 6 days. So it will get a lot done. If not done, it will be almost done in February. So it should get a lot of love and attention. It should get a lot of love and attention. And let's see. Oh, another one that's going to get a lot of love and attention is my So Happy. So Happy. And I worked on it 2 days this month, and I'll have 6 days again on it in the month of February for Whip Go. And all I've got really left to do on it is the sewing machine. So Happy is done. So it's basically just the sewing machine is all I've got to do. So there again, I should be able to get, if not all of it, majority of it done within those 6 days. So I'm looking forward to that one. That'll be another one completed. Well, let's try this again. All right. My next one is my Stitchography. This is what it looks like. And this is where I'm at. I've got quite a bit yet to do on it. Not a whole lot, but I've got quite a bit. So, but I think I can finish it this year, but we'll see. It kind of goes quickly. I think I've got it comes in 4 pages, and I think I've got page 1 completely done, and I've been working on page 2 is what I've been working on. So there's that one. And next, I don't know if this will get done this year or not. Remember my nativity? I love this one. I love it. And it's not the material, and it's not the project. It's the pattern that crosses my eyeballs. But this is what I've got done so far on it. So we'll just keep working away on it. I'd like to get it done before Christmas, but we'll see. But that's what I have on it so far. So there's where I am on that one. I love it. Okay, and then I have 2 more that I'm working on. Oh, and this is one I said that I was going to try to do 2 days, 2 days a month. I was going to work on an ornament. That way I'd have a few more cross-stitch ornaments for the year. And so this is the book that I'm using, and I'm just picking out a few from here. And so right now, this time I'm doing this one right here. That's the one I worked on for 2 days. And I made quite a bit of progress. I've almost got it complete. I have to do the back stitching on it and outline, but I figured if I work on it 2 days every month, I'll get 1 or 2 or 3 done. That way I'll have some completed. So that's a new thing for me. I put this one, the ornament goes in every month as a 2-day rotation. And my last one is, and I've got to get this one done before March, is my March cottage. There's my March cottage. And here is what I've got done so far. Got the top part done, and I'm working on the house, and then after the house it just repeats, goes back up and does that again. So I've been working on that. I took this one to India too, and I worked a little bit. After I got the other two done, then I worked on this a little bit. So I've got to get this one done so she can get that one ready for me to hang. But my problem is I can't find any green gingham material. Walmart doesn't have it, and the last time I was at my Hobby Lobby, they didn't have it. So I cannot find it. But anyways, I just keep looking. Okay, so in February, I'll continue working on them. And then, like I said, two of those will be on my Whipco, and here's my Whipco board. And if you notice, I have it all laid out, and each month, on the 25th of each month, I think it is, she calls 2 new numbers out. And so in February, she called out number 7 and number 11. And so that's how I know what I'm going to work on. I have it laid out. And if I complete it's something, let's say I get my bats and boos done, then I'll just take it out because I have it on there twice. So if I get it done from where it's been called up here, I'll just change this out to something else, and it's my board. It's your board, your rules. You can do what you want to with it. So if I get my bats and boos done, then I'll take this bats and boos out and put another project in there that I want to complete. So you're allowed to do that. So it's just, this board is just a way for us as cross stitchers to complete more projects. It just gives us an initiative that this is when we work on this project, 6 days or whatever you set up. Some people say they want to do 1,000 stitches on a project, or they want to work 18 hours on a project or whatever. I do not do that. I do days. And that's how mine works. And my days, if I work on it for an hour each day, then that's a day. If I work on it 2 hours, then that's a day. My days are not 8 hours. It's however long I can work on it in that day. If I work on it 30 minutes, it's a day. So my day is whatever my day comes out to be. Because some days you just can't work on something as long as you do other days. So that's my Whipco board. So in February, I'll continue on, and each month I try to add 1 new project each month. That is my goal. So this project, it's new to me, but it's not a new project. A friend gave this to me and asked me if I would finish it for her, and it's called Isaiah 40:31. That's the picture, and it says on it, "But they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles. They shall run and not be weary, and they shall walk and not faint." Isaiah 40:31. And so she was working on this, and she's just not able to cross-stitch anymore. And she asked me if I would finish it. So she has given me all of her cross-stitching, her DMC thread and everything. So how could I say no? I couldn't do that. And I wouldn't anyways, probably. But she's got all the words. She's got all the words done. I need to I'll have to take the paper clips and stuff off of it that she had on it. But this is what she's got done on it so far. I need to get it, and so I can start working on it. So that is where it's at right now, and then I'll put this into my rotation. So it'll be beautiful, I think, when it's done. I think I'll probably start at the top, because that's usually what I do. I think I'll start at the top up here, pick up somewheres in here, and get this part, and then work my way down, is what I'll do. So that's going to go into my February rotation is what that'll do. And then I add one new thing each month, so that keeps my whip flow going. Keeps me going. But anyways, that's got all of that. And so my other thing that I do is I make cards, and I try to send cards out to people each month. And I just enjoy doing that. I think people enjoy getting cards, and that's my thing. So this month I had been working on, before we left for India, I'd been working on lots of Valentine cards to get them ready for this month. So I wanted to show you just a few of my Valentine cards that I had worked on. And there's one of them that I had done. And here was a Valentine, but it was for a birthday. Happy birthday, it says on it. And another one. And the last one I'll show is this one. So it just says happy, and it can be for anything. Happy birthday, happy Valentine's, happy day, happy I'm thinking of you. It can be for anything. It could just be for whatever you want it to be for. So those are just a couple of my cards that I had made this past time that I enjoy sending. Well, oh, I wanted to show you just a couple things that I brought back with me from India. There's a special little girl over in India that my husband and we support, and we just consider her our daughter. We call her our daughter in love. And they love to give things, and this she gave to me while I was there. She made this and gave it to me. They do a lot of things with leaves. Isn't that just gorgeous? I want to get a little easel and put that on so I can have that on my desk sitting up or on my shelf so I can show that off all the time. She made that for me. Her name is Sita. Just love her. And another thing that was given is one of the little girls made a purse. There's the strap. There's the purse. She sewed it and everything. Isn't that just precious? And then I won't open it up all the way, but I'll do partially. I was given a shawl. Isn't that just beautiful? Each year I've went. This is our second time I've been given a shawl, and this one is just beautiful. I just love that. That is just beautiful. So, not really haul, but it's love gifts that were given to me. So, anyways, I just wanted to share those with you. Well, thank you for spending time with me, and I hope that you have enjoyed it. And if you want to stay for the reading that I'm going to do, I hope you do. And if not, I'll see you on my next video, and you have a wonderful February. And if you're going to stay for the reading, here is what it is called. The First Stone. Jesus, only you were without sin, and only you never held anyone's sins against them. I, on the other hand, have a list of ways my loved ones could always improve. and I have plenty of thoughts about even strangers I meet and people in the media. Lord, why is it so easy to see the sins of others, and why am I so eager to point them out? Have I ever ignored my child, spent money I didn't have, or envied a neighbor's shiny new car? Yet, even now, you do not hold this against me. You wait with love as I set down my rock, pick up my cross, and continue on my way. What a gracious, gracious God you are. Are there stones that you need to put down? That's the thought for today. Thank you for spending time with me. I hope there's something in today's that inspired you or that you enjoyed and that I could share with you. And I, too, for you, I hope that you have a wonderful February. And I hope to see you before too long, and it won't be over a month the next time. But we'll see you again. Thank you. Love you. Bye-bye.